welcome back to it. It is your feel-good breakfast show. We're opening up to some gaming on a Thursday morning with Grant Hines, a gaming guru in the house. Now, Elden Ring, right? We talked about this just before we went on the break. It's from the From Software stable, the creators of Dark Souls games, Sekiro, as well as Bloodborne. Now, this is one of the most anticipated titles to come out this year. I mean, fans of the incredibly challenging games are ready to get their hands on it. And in fact, they've been excited about it since last year when this came on the list of the most anticipated games for the year 2022.
When this was announced at the Video Game Awards, there was a standing ovation.
Are you serious?
So just
one of
so
those.
you know. And yes, but like, okay, so I have a whole mixed bag to talk about with this game. Look, it looks absolutely stunning. It's the first From Software game that's on a new console. It's written by George R.R. Martin, who did the Game of Thrones series. He wrote the story behind the game, so people are obviously very excited about the story. I'm torn with this game. I'm torn with the Soul series in general, because I've kind of explained why people are excited about it.
Yes.
But that isn't necessarily the reason I'm excited about games.
What, are you excited about it?
Not as much as everybody else. I was giving it a standing ovation at the Game Awards.
So you would have not been part of this then?
No.
Unless you felt the pressure.
I was watching the live stream and going, oh.
You would have been one of those people hesitantly, do I stand, do I stand, do I clap, do I not? Okay, so tell me about this one.
So it's obviously in a fantasy setting, giving it the George R.R. Martin vibe. It is multiplayer in the sense that people can jump into the world. I actually want to show you a little bit of how the multiplayer works. You can leave, there's no tutorial. So these are the kind of games that don't they don't hold your hand.
You're not being spoon-fed here.
You're not getting spoon-fed, but what the game does allow you to do is leave messages. So somebody's dropped a message here, and I can either appraise the message as a good idea or give it rate it badly as a bad idea. This guy's like, praise the stars. Somebody just wrote it and was like, okay, cool, I guess, like, cool, I can rate it as a good idea or whatever. But people use it to troll other people playing the game. So Peter, one of our camera guys, was saying earlier, like, people will put like a sign on the side of a cliff and go like, hey, practice your flying ability. You know, you've got a flying ability. And then, like, obviously you're going to die. But the game is not doing that for you. So
really, it's about being independent. It's one of those independent play type games.
It reminds me of games when we were growing up a lot. Like, even the font choices and the menu styles, even if you go to the menus, it just seems, to me, it's very clunky design. And the design revolves around the idea that you are going to work your way through the world. If you want to bash your head and try doing that, it is rewarding. It's very rewarding to do that. Then go ahead and do it. And there's some really amazing monsters and bad guys to fight. And the world is really interesting to get into. And obviously, you discover it as you go along. Like, there's this dude on horseback over here.
And so,
so
even though, I mean, of course, you do say that it's very reminiscent of all the games from when we were growing up, and the graphics and the style of font and all of that, does that take away from its, I suppose, modern approach to graphics, quality and texture?
No, this is bad. See, I'm dead already. I'm dead already.
You are being moored, stuckened. So you died.
Yeah, but you see, so I argue with other journalists and other video game enthusiasts all the time, because I go, is this good game design?
Yeah.
Or is it just and it could just be a game design that's trying to circumvent like what you expect.
Yeah.
Because most games are like, you walk up to an NPC, which is a non-playable character in the game, and they'll go like, oh hi, you have to go to do this mission on the side cliff, and it's a way of communicating to the player what the next task is or what their objective or goal is. This game, you have to find out what that objective or goal is for yourself, and maybe that's what some people want. Maybe they don't want to be told what to do.
They want to discover it.
They want to discover, and the joy of that discovery is interesting.
So independence, we've already picked that's one of the things about it. If you are really after journeying and discovering what comes next, this is certainly the thing for you. Because you died, and here we are at an abandoned gravesite. What's this?
Yeah, I think I have respawned. So in a video game means I've come back to life again in a place that I was previously, and I've got to work my way back to that position. So there are some things that are frustrating, and I think what makes these games appealing is the reward of success.
Let's talk about how it plays out on the PS5.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the graphics. They are spectacular, and it's the first game from Software to be in a Oh, here's another player that's running through. There's actually another online player that just ran through here. It's the first game on PS5 that they've produced. So the graphics are really good. It looks beautiful. The light looks great. This is a bad example in this stage, but you can see some of the trailer on screen right now.
It evolves.
Yeah, and it's diverse. I love the character designs. The enemies are really beautiful.
You got to tell me this, right? Because I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to know this. Where does the game truly excel?
The game truly excels in its vastness.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's bigger than you can imagine. I've been listening to people playing the game for 70 hours plus. And
Sorry for
70 hours more. And the idea that you get to paint this world as you play it, you pick your character and move along and have this adventure that wasn't told to you, that you can just go on and experience without and everybody's story will be different, right? On what boss they fought and so on.
Yeah, how they respawned.
You don't know the word respawn?
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's
So but again, I've got fundamental problems with how things work. Like there are non-playable characters that you would normally have to talk to in the game that won't be active.
Yeah.
So they'll be there, but they won't be able to talk to you because you haven't completed a certain task in the game, and the game would not have told you that. But the fact that that NPC is there and not talking seems like very clunky game design to me. Okay. But I think it's a trade-off for that freedom. Freedom is probably the joy of this game.
That's it, freedom, but you're going to get joy in journeying and discovering. Grant Hines is going nowhere on a Thursday morning. You know, we open up to some tech and gaming news. This is really exciting, I imagine, for a lot of the fans of this type of thing. Please weigh in, let us know what your thoughts are on Expresso Morning Show SABC3. Remember to use the hashtag Expresso Show. Ladies, what's up?